Hello and welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me today. This is just going to be a very simple makeup application, but like chit-chatting. I guess we call that a get ready with me. If you hear any kind of like whirring noise in the background or like a plinky plinky, it's because I have my humidifier going right behind you guys. And I need the humidifier on. I am so desperate for relief. I feel like a crocodile and I had a nosebleed this morning. So I'm filming much later in the day than I normally would because I had to get that under control. So I am not turning off my humidifier while filming, basically what that means. So if it sets off your misophonia or anything, I get it. Trust me, I'm so sorry. I'll see you in the next one where hopefully it won't be so loud and obnoxious. Let's get into it. Today I'm going to be using my custom palettes again, but I think I'm going to focus on this one. I'm not sure if I talked to you guys about this one last time. There's a few different palettes in here. This is the shades that I love from the Viseart neutral mattes. These three are from the Viseart Milieu, and then this whole section here is the Viseart Koi. All of those palettes are the Slim Pro series. I just love the size of the eyeshadow pans in those. And then these two shades are from the Petite Four Violette. If you are a fan of Odenseye, I'm sure you can see the pan embossings on those 5 shadows. Those are just the single shadows. And then I have one buxom eyeshadow here, which I can't figure out how to depan. You can see my little stabs in it. And then this is my beloved Charlotte Tilbury Special Effect Gray Shadow, which I just love. And I think I'm gonna focus on using this palette today as opposed to my MAC shadows, but we'll see what I end up reaching for when we really get into the look. That's enough talking. Feel free to give this video a like or subscribe along the way. We're gonna do makeup and we're gonna chit chat about some makeup news that has come out over the past couple days. Desperately need moisture because I am crocodilian right now. So I'm going to go in with a heavy coat of the Embryolisse Sensitive, and I'm gonna apply it with a brush today because I don't feel like getting my hands slippery. Going in with one of my Sephora Pro brushes. This is an angled one that they say is for blush, but I enjoy it for moisture application or foundation. It doesn't have to be blush. And I am keeping my hat on because my hair is getting a little bit unruly, and there is a reason to that. You may have followed me from my quite popular vertical chatty makeup video where I talk about what no one tells you about getting short hair. This news may come as a shock to you, but that video still holds strong, okay? And everything I say in it and everything that is positive in it still remains true. But I'm keeping my hat on right now because I'm growing out my hair. And my goal is to get a blunt, grungy bob to like maybe here is the goal as a starting point and see what I like. And the reason why I'm doing it is because I used to have a bob when I was a kid, and the last time I had a bob I was a kid, and it was over a decade ago in grade 10, and that would be 14 years ago I think at this point in my life, if I can do math correctly. And I really want a change in my hair and in my style, and that's the conclusion I came to for why I want to grow out my hair. I have been thinking about it for a while. Even when I made that video, I was thinking about it. I'm going in with the MAC Serum Powered Foundation. This is NW10. I don't know, I've just been stewing on the idea in my head back and forth, and it's not to say that I don't like short hair anymore. It's just that I want change. And because I've had short hair for so long, I feel like I've done everything and anything I could possibly do with having the pixie or more unique hairstyles. But what I haven't done is longer hair. And yes, I'm counting a bob as long hair because when you've had a pixie or short hair like this for over a decade, a bob is long in comparison to anything I've had in the past years. So I'm very excited for this hair journey. It's gonna take a while. There might be a lot of hats and headbands coming into the videos. So if you have any favorites, reach out, let a girl know, because this is gonna be completely new territory for me that I have not seen or been into in a very long time. I don't feel like doing concealer today, so I am taking my foundation all over my face. I haven't done my eyebrows in a bit, so please excuse how they look as well in this video. Honestly, we should all just be happy that I'm even filming right now, because I was so sick for the past 2 weeks again that we should all just be happy that I'm here. And I get so much more sick than my partner. He's the one who always brings the sickness home just because he works in construction and he's always around new people all the time. He just brings it home. I'm going to go in with my triangle method puff and just tap out to make sure the foundation is even. But yes, since we've started living together for almost 5 years now, we have since learned that his immune system is much better than mine, and I'm always the one who's more sick. He brings it home, but he's sick for a day and I get sick for a week, 2 weeks, what have you, or I get way more sick. Okay. I think I'm going to take, because I'm so dry, I'm going to use my REFY water powder, scoop a little bit out onto the lid space. You can see the powder on the lid here, sort of. And I'm going to just take my powder on my little triangle puff and I'm just gonna press it into the center of my face because I just need that moisture in my skin today and I don't want to go in with any other type of powder to take it away. So we're gonna be shiny, but we will be shiny yet moisturized. Very quick, I love this powder because REFY is basically, I find that REFY Beauty is basically a Western brand that is heavily influenced by Asian beauty trends because a water powder is very popular in Korean, Japanese, Chinese beauty. The same thing with the lip blurs that just came out. They are basically just a Korean lip liner, but in a Western style of packaging and price point, which isn't a bad thing because the feeling of this product compared to this product is kind of night and day. But I love the REFY water powder, or any water powder. I've only tried this one because it just stays moist on your skin, and when you have dry skin, a powder step is often very scary to do because you're gonna feel that crocodile start to come through the skin. But with the water-based powder, that doesn't happen. So if you do have dry skin, try out a water powder. It doesn't have to be REFY, and just pick one up, see if you like it, because maybe you'll love it as much as I do. For my brows, I'm just going to quickly fill in the front and use a tinted brow gel. This brow gel was gifted to me in PR by a PR agency, not by the brand specifically. Don't really love it. This is the Maybelline Express Brow Mascara Sculpt. It's a mascara for your eyebrows, but see how it gets like chunky? And then it really, really stains. So you have to be so careful. I feel like this mascara is really meant for people who don't have a heavily sculpted eyebrow look like what I've done to myself. So I don't know, it's not a favorite, but it feels like a waste to not use it. You've seen me do my brows. I don't like being so finicky with the eyebrows, so I don't look too crazy. Okay, I'm going to go in with contour now. I think I'm just gonna take my foundation brush to do it, and I'm going to just do a couple dots and my nose. That's a little crazy. That might get a little messy. Might have to fix that. I only use basically one true contour shade. It is the Sephora collection Cream Contour Stick. It's the best that I have found, and it goes 30% off multiple times a year. Who can really complain about that? Is this a big brush to do my nose contour with? Absolutely. Did I apply too much contour on the side of my nose? For sure. Do I really care too much today? Not really. Look at that. Look how beautiful. And you may be confused right now on the screen because I did apply powder to my face, and I did just apply cream over powder, but nothing really happens. There's no displacement. You should try applying cream over your powder more often, as long as you have used the correct amount of powder. That's the one thing I will say. If you go a little crazy with your powder and you're doing like 2016 baking, don't do it. It will look chaotic. But if you're just doing a light brushing and you're working in thin layers for your makeup, there's nothing that's going to necessarily happen. So just play around with your makeup, see a different technique that you could use. I'm going to use the MAC Paint Pot Vintage Selection as my eye primer today. I love using a paint pot for a primer, and because of the formula, you don't need a very thick layer of the product because we're gonna go over it just gently with other shades, but it's a really good drying, locking formula. If you are a different skin color than me, then don't use Vintage Selection. Go into your local MAC counter and try to find a paint pot color, I don't know them off the top of my head, that matches your skin tone or complements your skin tone nicely, that you can use as a type of primer. And now we have this kind of like shiny, shimmery, satiny base for our eyeshadow. And I don't think I want to do anything too crazy today for the eyes. I'm going to go into this neutral brown here, and I'm going to pick this up, maybe blend it a little bit with the cream. And let's go in. So something that happened in the beauty space, which is very exciting in my opinion, is Coty has purchased the right for Swarovski Beauty, and the claim is on Business of Beauty that they are going to come out with a fragrance or fragrance line for 2026. So we will see if by 2026 there is an announcement for it. What I didn't learn, and was in the free part of the article posted on Instagram, is apparently Clarins already tried to do fragrance for Swarovski a while ago, but I never knew that. And I love Swarovski. I have many Swarovski items. If you want to see them, go and watch my jewelry tour. They're featured in there. And I know crystal isn't for everybody. I'm taking the same blend on the outer. I know crystal isn't for everybody, but crystal genuinely reminds me of my family, both my parents and my grandparents, even my great-grandparents. Crystal was just such a prominent feature, and I think having that European influence is why, because my partner, who is not European, doesn't really have that crystal influence, but loves it just as much as I do. And he knows that I love Swarovski items. So I'm very excited to see what the fragrance could possibly be, because I do think for crystal, it is probably going to have, much like Bottega Veneta, they're probably going to focus heavily on the bottle of the fragrance, not necessarily what the smells are themselves. And the bottles of the fragrance are going to be more sculptural. That is my guess. I'm now going to take my Buxom shadow. It's kind of just like a minky brown on the same brush, and I'm going to go over what I just did, trying not to completely go over. I'm going to predict that it's going to be more sculptural and something that you can display. If they were smart, they will keep the price point more minimal than the actual home decor items, even though the home decor items are gorgeous and the sculptures are so fun to go in and see what the sculptures are for the season. They are expensive and they are a little ridiculous in the price point. So I think if they kept the fragrance bottles to be along that sculpture line, but a little bit more affordable, I think that would benefit them in the long run. If you are interested in Swarovski, I do believe I said this in the jewelry tour, but I'll just restate it here. If you've ever wanted Swarovski and you cannot afford what is in store, like at the mall, just wait a little bit, because what is sold at the outlet stores is actually just styles that they are no longer going to be producing. So it isn't like unlike other outlet stores where what you see in the store is completely separate to what they sell in the main line. Guess is a good example of that. Like what you see at the Guess at the mall compared to the outlet mall, those are made for completely different reasons, and you will never find what's being sold at the mall in the outlet in 12 months. It just won't happen. But for Swarovski, it's true. And I have found some of my preferred styles in the outlet, and we just asked one day and they said, oh, it's because the style is being retired. Yeah, so you can get it at a better discount than at the mall store. I kind of have this dark bruisey look. I'm gonna take a clean brush and just feather out the ends. Really blend out that line. Yeah, I'm gonna lean into this bruisey look, and I'm going to take this Odenseye S003 Ava, and I'm gonna put that on the center of my lid. Yeah. As beautiful as the Odenseye shadows are, they really do have to be applied with a finger, I find. A brush just doesn't do the same work because they're very oily in formula. Fake nails on, or you have your fresh set of press-on nails. Like, I can't use Odenseye when I have my nails on because I just need the finger. You'll see. So I'm going in with a brush now, and I'm just going to blend. Like, it just doesn't pick up the same as it does on your finger. So buyer beware, okay? Feather it out. I'm going to top it with the multi-chrome Lola, which is like a bluey green. I'm gonna keep it in the center. I love this multi-chrome. And they've come out with more of these sheer wash multi-chromes. And I really want them, but I can't afford them right now, so I just look at them every now and then. I'm going to take the first Viseart gray shade, and I'm just gonna wash the under eye. Something quick to talk about in not really beauty news, but it does affect the beauty industry and most industries, is Pantone has come out with the color of the year for 2025, which is Mocha Mousse. And we're just gonna quickly talk about it. One, I don't love the shade, but I know many people do enjoy wearing brown. What I really want to talk about is the fact that they used AI in the announcement video, which I think is very disappointing for a brand that relies on artists and real physical humans to use their product. It's disappointing that they launched with an AI video instead of paying an artist, and you can tell it's AI. Like, they don't have the, you know how Instagram at the top, usually it says it has identified something with AI. Brands have figured out how to work around it. I think it's a shame that they're lying to people that it's AI. If it's not AI, they have not credited the artist who came up with the animation, which I think is also a bad thing. So either way, their post has gone down very poorly with the public, and maybe in the next few hours something will change, but I doubt it. I'm going to go in with this color Creme, what is this called? All-in-one Aegyo Sal maker. I did a I did a TikTok ad for this product. It was not specified to talk about it on YouTube. I'm just going in with the shimmer, the lower inner corner, to kind of add that little bit of weirdness into the look. I feel like finishing off my waterline with red, full red artist pencil by Makeup Forever. And I'm going to go in with mascara. Use the Macstack. First, I need to curl my lashes. Almost forgot. That would be bad. Just did a rough curl on them because I don't particularly care today how my mascara is gonna go. I have used this Macstack once, so the formula is still pretty wet, but I do just love this formula. Okay, we're gonna dip and go in with the second coat. There's 2 coats and there's 1 coat, so you can see the difference. And I'm going to do a rough coat on my lower lashes. I lied, I'm going in with a rough third coat on the outer lashes. I think I'm going to go in with my Revlon Super Lustrous Caramel Glace. Just slap it on. Let's have some fun and go in with Caviar by MAC. Not Caviar. There she is. I thought I went colorblind. We're taking a little lip spoolie and we're gonna blend. And now we get the little skinniest line back in. Clean up the edges. This is the little makeup look for the day. Very dark, very gothy, very grungy. I love it. You don't have to do the lip that I did. You could do whatever lip you prefer to do. I just think doing something like this is a little bit more fun than the everyday lip. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed our little chit chat today. I hope you enjoyed this final look. I hope I inspired you to do something different or try something out with your makeup that maybe you haven't done before. That's the goal. And if you liked this video, again, leave a comment, chit chat with me. I'd love it. Give it a like, subscribe. If you so choose, follow me on the other platforms, Instagram and TikTok, also Claire Cuckoo. I will see you in my next one. Bye.